Hello and welcome everybody to this week's Gacha news for the week of December 10th on the 5-9 Gaming Network. I'm your co-host Nolar, and I'm getting ready for my wallet to start crying in December. We have a bunch of news to cover this week, so let's not waste any more time. Right off the bat, off the rumor mill, it seems as though there could be a Code Geass Gacha game in the works. It appears that the name of the game will be called Code Geass Genetic Recode? Seriously, what is that name? Anyways, let's take a look at the reveal trailer. This video shows that the game will have two battle formats in both RPG and simulation/strategy. It's going to feature a crossover story starring three brand new characters. Al, voiced by Shun Hori, Gigi, voiced by Yuki Takada, and Archive, voiced by Yumiri Hanamori. It's scheduled to be released in spring of 2021 by the production company Joro. A new anime series called Code Geass Zero of the Recapture will be airing in spring of 2021 with potential tie-ins with this new gacha game. And if you've never played Grand Blue Fantasy, now might be a good time to dive right in. For those of you who don't know, Grand Blue Fantasy is a 6-plus-year-old web-only gacha game that only has a Japanese server, but the game is localized in English. Why couldn't this be you, Bichigiri? Here are the highlights of the things you can do. Every day, there are 10 draws starting on the 8th of December, daily login crystals, bonus campaign quest drops below rank 100, RP XP boosts, half AP EP, AP is stamina, while EP is stamina for raids, half cost treasure, pendant boosts, double arcanum tickets, and finally, the collab with Demon Slayer. Being a web-only gacha game has its perks, so you can play it on any device, anywhere. If you're planning to play Destiny Child, the Idol-esque game from Shift Up, the second year anniversary is underway, and it's the best time to join. They're giving away 22 weapon, armor, and accessory crafting materials, 2 10-pull tickets, a 5-stars ticket selector, 1206 plus 1206 crystals. It's a hint, game started on December 6th. Second year anniversary, 1206 2 times. Yeah. And 222 blood gems and 2 free multis a day. The game is very generous overall, but this anniversary will be the time to cash in on a ton of premium currencies. Speaking of Shift Up, the producers put out a promotional video for their latest gacha game, Nike, the Goddess of Victory, to come out in 2021. Let's take a look at that promotional video. Just a reminder, this is the censored version. It looks to be a first-person portrait mode shooting game with some simulation and strategy portions. Again, the artwork looks fantastic and has a lot of personality. That's what we'll call it, personality. And lastly, onto some red-hot controversial news. According to the Reddit user, Rabbit Outside, his or her account was stolen, and when attempting to retrieve said account from MiHoYo, the official response was this. So basically, because the thief spent some money on this stolen account, that thief gets to keep it. This wiki isn't looking great for MiHoYo, as they've had other bad news surrounding their cybersecurity. If you ever linked your email to MiHoYo, it was in a database with plain text so anyone could find your email. Thanks, Chinese overlords. If Reddit user Rabbit Outside doesn't get his or her account back, then he or she should be absolutely issue chargebacks for every purchase he or she has made. While MiHoYo is well within their legal rights to not give the account back, see the terms of service as MiHoYo owns your account through and through. Rabbit Outside is well within his or her legal rights to issue chargebacks for purchases that are now no longer fulfilled. If you want more news and discussions on this particular topic, our Genshin team has produced a video for this in the description below. And now that ends my portion. Off to my co-host Sly for the rest of Gacha news.
Thank you, Nolar. More news coming out of Dragalia Lost as leaks of a new collab possibly incoming for the game arise. It is looking like a new Persona collab is in the game files, alongside fan-favorite characters such as Joker, Morgana, Panther, and Sophia. Judging from how the characters are designed and how they play in Persona 5 Scramble, Joker could possibly be a Shadow Manicaster or Shadow Dagger unit, Panther could be a Fire Lance with a unique combo, or a Manicaster. Mona could be a Wind Sword, and Sophia could be a Light Bow or a Manicaster. So far, these are only data mines along with fan speculation of the unit elements and weapons with no official confirmation. So take this with a grain of salt, but please keep an open mind as anything is possible. Just a quick reminder, this is the last week for the Princess Connect collab on Dragalia, so be sure to finish up any farming from the event you need to do. While we are on the topic about Princess Connect, the game now has an official English verified Twitter account. The game will be receiving an English localization by Crunchyroll Games with an expected release date of March 1st, 2021. Knowing Crunchyroll, they're always mired in controversy, and it doesn't end here. Most gacha gamers know Crunchyroll Games to censor their IPs in order to appeal to a more Western non-anime audience and to heavily monetize their games. And so far, this is the case with Princess Connect, as they accidentally showed off Pecorine in their promotional artwork as covering up. To me, it's not a big deal as there wasn't much to cover up, but it points to their history of censorship. Puzzle & Dragons is beginning some of its winter events with their upcoming event Cuddle Up with Coco. This will bring a bunch of dungeons that grant 8 times the normal rank experience, so be sure to take advantage of this event to farm as much as you can. Puzzle & Dragons will also be having a Fate Stay Night rerun collab in the game, and this includes new evolutions for old units and the addition of new characters as well. Sakura Matao, Kirei Kotomine, and Shiro Imiya will be receiving weapon assist evolutions to their characters. Weapon assist evolutions evolve the unit into an item close to the character. For example, Blue Eyes White Dragon has a Blue Eyes White Dragon card evolution for her weapon assist. Weapon evolutions grant the unit it is equipped to access to the active skill of the original unit and give special bonuses. This will allow dupes of the units to be more effective to equip to other units. Rin Tosaka will also be receiving a new ultimate evolution alongside a weapon assist evolution. Kyrie will also be added to the Monster Exchange Shop event with this event too. Quick reminder that next week will be Godfest week, so be on the lookout for the lineup for the Godfest. Danganronpa is having a crossover event with Identity V. Part 2 kicked off Monday, adding characters from the second game of Danganronpa such as Hajime, Hinata, and Mikan Tsumiki. The event will also include characters from Identity V such as Doctor and Prospector. Events and activities for Part 2 are yet to be determined and announced, so more info to come at a later date. Well, the time has come once again. The time where a gacha has to close its doors for good. Naruto Blazing announced yesterday that they will be shutting down its servers on Tuesday, February 9th. Blazing lasted just over 4 years, a year and a half longer than most of us expected. The game was run by Greed, who unfortunately put their name in the word greed. During their first anniversary, the game was at the top of its game. It was doing better than most gachas during its time, even Dokkan, who had just released Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Physical Omega Shenron, the first ever category leaders in the game. Unfortunately, the game started to take hits once they introduced PvP-specific units, who were only useful in PvP and massively underperformed in PvE. On top of needing to pull dupes for extra abilities on the units, the game quickly became extremely pay-to-play and began its descent. When the second anniversary was nearing, everyone was getting excited in hopes that the game would turn around and reclaim its former glory. The anniversary soon crushed everyone's hopes and dreams when Gree removed the step-up function of the anniversary banners and gave the new units a 0.33% chance to be pulled, 0.67% less than the original rates, and those were even lower than an LR on Dokkan. By the time the third anniversary came around, the game didn't even have hype for more than a week, and by then all of the OGs in the community had said farewell to the game. Nearing its 4th anniversary, the game released its first ever 7-star rarity unit, something the players have been begging for months, in Stage of 6 Pass Naruto. Unfortunately, the Hail Mary tactic didn't live up to the hype they were hoping for because even the 4th anniversary, which had double 7-star units, failed. The anniversary units were just copy and paste of the second anniversary units, but with one extra ability. After this anniversary flopped, everyone was just counting down the days until the game shut down. The game currently has 3 main banners up right now until the game shuts down. A banner consisting of all 3 7-star units, a banner consisting of all Blazing Fest units, and a banner consisting of all Blazing Bash units. So enjoy the game as much as you can until it closes on February 9th. On to the game that will close out this new segment for the week, Grand Cross. We will also be getting a brand new seasonal unit, Christmas Elaine. Elaine's kit is pretty impressive for the most part, with her passive reducing enemy pierce, crit damage, and crit rate by 8% for each debuff of poison, bleed, shock, or corrosion effect. Her ultimate of Tempest Falls indicates that this Elaine is the Elaine from Season 3 when she saved Bond. This ultimate hits all the enemies on the field while releasing up to 60% of any damage over time damage. This means she will deal a percentage of the leftover shock, poison, or bleed debuff damage as additional damage. Elaine's banner will have special tickets that can be used over gems to summon. These tickets will be available in the shop as gem bundles. Her banner will also include Valentine's Elaine, Jenna, and Zenari as well. These units are unique to have because while they may not be top tier units, having them on your team with full special cosmetics equipped, you will be able to obtain more cosmetic upgrade materials from the raids in the game. Elaine will also be receiving 3 new cosmetic sets that will be available to purchase with real life money in the shop during the initial celebration timeframe. After the celebration is over, all 3 sets will be available for purchase with gems in the cosmetic shop. This maintenance also contains one of the most crucial quality of life updates the game has ever had, and that is equipment upgrading. Netmarble will be removing the equipment upgrade failure mechanic and will be replacing it with a new system that will give you a 100% success of upgrading the equipment. This change will also allow you to choose how much progression you wish to put into a piece of equipment, meaning that you can choose both the awakening and strengthening stages of the equipment. I think I speak for the player base when I say we thank you very much for this much needed quality of life change. That is going to wrap it up for this week's Gacha News. I'm your co-host Sly, signing off for the Gacha News on the 5-9 Gaming channel. Tune in next week for more Gacha News. Have a great day, everybody.